When you begin looking for a domain, the first question that comes to most people's minds is, should I get a .com domain name?
This video is brought to you by Appy Pie Academy.
Or should I get a domain name that's like a .co, .io, or many of the other available ones? Let me explain to you the pros and cons. First, the advantages of the .com. It's the most trusted and recognized domain name, the domain type, and contrary to what it might seem, it is not necessarily that hard to get a good .com domain name. I'll show you how to do that later in the course. So that's not a problem necessarily. It's definitely harder, but it's not definitely impossible. Now, it's also mainstream. Everybody understands it, and that makes your website more memorable and easier to spell because people understand .com. Most people that are in the mainstream, they don't really get the whole IO, .co. That's only for the tech young people. They get that. But your customers will be all kinds of customers, and you have the more memorable and easier to spell you make your website, the more people will go to it when you tell them about it and remember it so they can come back to it. So it's going to have a direct impact on your traffic. Now, let's talk about the .co, .io, and other domain names. Like I mentioned, it's for techie, nerdy audience who are also sometimes called the early adopter audience. The early adopter audiences, they're comfortable with the new techie ways of doing things, but most of the world is totally not with that. They're like, what the heck is this? Okay, and if you're in tech, it's hard to understand that because we project our own understandings of, oh, it's totally, we totally get it, .io, .co, but not everyone will. .com has a higher percentage of people who get it, trust it, don't question it. So these things are still not too mainstream. And like I said, it's good for techie, nerdy audiences. So that's the balance. And if your business is only for, like, if you really just target like tech or engineers or people in the .com industry, fine. You can get a .co, .io, and you can make clever names even with it. But for most people, try very hard to get a .com domain name.